What is going on, Swoopers? Welcome back to another off-season episode of Swoop Luke. In this episode, we'll be talking about our recent delistings, our recent retirees, and who I think will be leaving the club by, the start of 2021. So, let's run the intro, jump straight into it. Just before we do jump straight into it, as always, follow me on my socials. Instagram, posting like daily, like super daily. TikTok and Twitch. With Twitch, again, 100 followers, thank you so much. I've been streaming more on there. Just did Rock Band yesterday. I might jump on there today as well. But I don't really have a schedule. It's just whenever I'm on Instagram, on my stories, I'll post up when I'm going up. And if you want to check it out. Be much appreciated. But let's just jump into our off-season talk. So the other night, the Copeland was held and there was lots of talk with who would finish first and would there be equal first winners. Everyone had Moore up there. Everyone had Maynard up there. Everyone had Taylor Adams up there. But the top five finished like this. Taylor Adams was first, followed by Scott Pendlebury, which was very surprising after he missed 4 games. That's Scott Pendlebury's 12th finish in the top 3 in the 15 seasons that he's been at the club, which is just absolutely ridiculous. And he just keeps getting better with age. How many times do we have to say this? Ridiculous. 3rd, Jack Crisp. 4th, Darcy Moore. And 5th, rounding out the top 5, was Braden Maynard. So huge congratulations to all those guys. All well deserving. Let's just talk about Taylor Adams for a second. It's kind of like passing on the baton, Scott Pendlebury finishing 2nd, Taylor Adams finishing 1st. We are all firm believers that Taylor Adams will be our next captain. Will it be as quick as next season? Will it be maybe the season after in 2022? I do know that Scott Pendlebury, in an interview a while ago, maybe last year or the year before, he said that he wants to play under the next Collingwood captain. So does that mean that if Scott Pendlebury doesn't relinquish his captaincy's position next season, he'll go on till 2022? I hope so. He just keeps getting better. Could be a Sean Burgoyne type and just keep going until he's 45 or however old Sean Burgoyne is. But congratulations to all our winners, all our other winners as well on my Instagram. Brody Myercheck, leading goal kicker. Jeremy Howell, best clubman. Isaac Quaynor, best first year player. Taylor Adams, most courageous. Brody Myercheck again for best player in the finals. So big congratulations to all them. So now let's talk about our retirees. So at the moment, the players who have retired are Ben Reid, Travis Farko, and Lyndon Dunn. We knew about Ben Reid. Travis Farko came out a couple of days ago, but Lyndon Dunn was the surprise one at the Copeland. Dunny gets stuck on 198 games without a finals appearance, which is really, it's sad. It's really sad. He had such a great 2018 and could have made an appearance in the finals had he not done, obviously, his ACL and absolutely wrecked him. And you just got to feel for him. But his perseverance embodies the Collingwood spirit, the black and white stripes. And to all those 3 guys, we just want to see them do well in their next phase of life. So good luck to them all. I can't see anyone else really retiring. I would have said Chris Mayne, but we know that back in February of this year, he extended his contract and he'll be finishing his contract at the end of 2021. So he'll probably retire at the end of obviously 2021. There's no point of extending your contract and then retiring. So I don't think there's any guys or anyone else that will retire by season's end. Delistings were just announced on Wednesday, and at the moment, Matt Scharenberg, a former top 10 pick, and Tim Broomhead, pick 20, were delisted by the club and obviously subsequently won't get contracts for 2020, which is usually what happens when you get delisted. Huge, thanks to them for all their contributions over the journey that they've been here. Both ridiculed by injuries. It's just been absolutely horrendous. We know Tim Broomhead not did his leg, he broke his leg on that goalpost, and for him to come back against Adelaide earlier this season was just amazing, phenomenal. Says a lot about his spirit, and he's done hamstrings and soft tissues and all this other stuff. Matt Scharenberg, on the other hand, just couldn't really get a run with it. He was an amazing kick, did a bunch of ACLs. He was very fit for most of this year, but with his stint in the seniors, he just got dropped and then just couldn't get back in. They chose Madgen over Scharenberg, and it's kind of sad, really. Our 2 top 10 picks from that draft, Scharenberg and Freeman, never really got a run for it, and they were high draft picks. So you don't want to say the draft is like a lottery. You don't know what you're going to get. There could be a 600 game player, or they could be a 2 game player, and you don't see them for the rest of their career. But huge thanks to Matt Schoenberg and Tim Broomhead for their contributions over their journey with the Collingwood Magpies. So with the comings and goings, we're going to really be talking about the goings in this segment. There are a lot of players out of contract at the end of this season. So I'll just read them out for you now because there's so many. Obviously I can't have them all in my head. We've got Cox, who's been unconfirmed. There was talk that he had a contract extension because he hit a certain number of games, but that hasn't been confirmed or denied. We obviously know about Dugowie, Flynn Appleby, Tohill and Keane, our Irish boys, Dacos, Myercheck, Bosinovalagi, Greenwood, Wills, Madgen and Lynch. So you can see that there is a lot of players that still need to be signed up. Cox, I think, will get another contract, even if it's just a 1-year extension, but could also be used as trade bait. Dugowie, we talked about him the other day. He's on a knife edge, stay or go. Flynn Appleby, I think, will be used as... Look, I don't think he'll be used as trade bait because I do like Flynn. He just has to have a full season in the VFL. The hub stuff isn't going to develop you a lot, but we know that Flynn Appleby now plays as a forward, and he could swap for Stevenson if Stevenson's having a bad game. We have the confidence in Appleby now to go up and kick those goals for us. Tohill and Keane are really interesting ones. I think Keane gets a contract, but I don't see Tohill getting a contract. Dacos and Myercheck, they're on the verge or on the cusp of signing new contracts. I think both are going to be on 3 years. That's been reported. Both good gets. Myercheck has been our leading goal kicker for the last 2 seasons, and Dacos has just had a resurgence, and he is every bit of the player that we hoped he would be this season. Bosinovalagi, I think, will get another contract. It might just be a contract extension until the end of 2021. I don't see him being put up as trade bait because I don't really see him getting traded or any clubs really being interested in him. But we know what he can say. But we know what he can do from what we did see throughout the season. I think he played 2 or 3 games. His tackling pressure's there. He has to put a bit more muscle on and get a bit more of that footy IQ. And he could be that crumbing forward that we are in real desperate need of. Greenwood, I reckon he has saved himself a contract extension with his effort on Tim Kelly. We talked about this the other day. So he'll retire probably at the end of 2021. Wills, I think, will be put up as trade bait. So will Lynch. I say trade bait, but I mean just as a trade. There'll be clubs lining up for Wills. I think he might go to Essendon. And as for Lynch, I think he will go to a club like GWS or Adelaide who need that kind of ruckman. I know Adelaide have O'Brien, but even Essendon could go after a player like Lynch, who is a good ruckman, just didn't get a real big run at it. Especially in that Brisbane game, he didn't play a very good game. So I think at another club that needs a standout one-on-one ruckman, I think Lynch will go there. And imagine I see getting a contract extension. There was also talk today about Tommy Phillips being used as trade bait, and we know from a couple of weeks ago, Fremantle made the inquiry about him. Does he go up to Freo? He's contracted until the end of next year. It will free up a bit of salary cap space, maybe about $450,000. That's just off the top of my head. I'm just kind of guessing. What's he worth? Probably a 3rd round pick. But I don't see Collingwood. I don't see Collingwood delisting a lot more players. I do see them trading a few more, though, definitely. We need to make room. I feel in my gut that we're going to make a play for some sort of big name player, whether that be a Jeremy Cameron or, I don't know, a Buddy Franklin to sit in our forward line. I don't think we need another midfielder. We do need a bit of outside run. Could that be a Polak or something? But I will talk about more trade options in a later video. But until then, this has just been, just a bit of where we are, just a bit of an update. So in the meantime, like, comment, subscribe, tell your family, tell your friends, tell your pets, and until next time, double shackers, I'll swoop you later.
Ooh la la.
Just before we do